Hey cruisers, I'm Sherry with CruiseTipsTV.com. Hope you're having a great week. We got some important news this morning from Norwegian Cruise Line that we wanted to share with you right away. There are three big parts to this announcement, and we're going to go through all of them. First of all, we want you to know that due to the current global environment, Norwegian has decided to suspend 2020 cruises until October 2020. So they are going one full month past the CDC's no sail order. This is not terribly surprising. I think a lot of us saw this coming. Princess Cruises has extended through December 15th, and we may see some other cruise companies fall in line with this. I think that for most cruise lines, it may be difficult to resume service just a few weeks after the CDC lifts the no sail order. There's a lot of work to be done, so we're not terribly surprised that Norwegian has canceled through October of 2020. Now, if you were booked on one of these sailings, you will automatically receive a future cruise credit of 125%. That future cruise credit must be used 1 year from the issue date for any Norwegian Cruise Line voyage embarking through 2022, which means that you need to put a deposit down and apply it to something within a year of the issue date, but you have until the end of 2022 to actually use your 125% future cruise credit. I hope that that is clear and helpful. If you prefer a refund, you can definitely request one, and Norwegian is being very clear about how long that refund will take. This is what they're saying. Guests who prefer not to take advantage of a future cruise credit can elect to receive a lesser refund equal to the amount paid to date from the original form of payment 60 days after submitting the refund request form, which will go live on their website. This is the important part, between the dates of August 3rd at 9 a.m. Eastern Time and August 14th. So you must go onto the Norwegian website. We'll also link to the press release where you can find that refund form in the description of this video, but you can only make your refund request between August 3rd and 14th. So make sure that you don't miss that, because some people have missed the refund period for past cruises. In fact, the monetary refund period has ended for cruise departure dates through September 30th. In addition to previously suspended cruises on Bliss and Joy and Breakaway. So you've got future cruise credits if you didn't already redeem those for prior cruises. Now, some good news coming from Norwegian today. They have done a few things to enhance their extended peace of mind cancellation policy and their final payment schedule. So here is the way that things are going to work now with their peace of mind policy. Guests can actually cancel now up to 15 days in advance for voyages departing January 1st, 2021 to October 31st, 2021. And final payment is now due at 60 days versus the 120-day point prior to departure for 2020 voyages. So basically what they're doing is they're saying, look, we're not going to ask you to pay 120 days out when we're in a really fluid situation and we don't even know if we're going to be cruising. So now final payments are going to be due 60 days before you cruise. We're so glad to see this trend happening in the cruise industry. It is so great. So let's talk a little bit more about that 15-day cancellation window. So just to clarify, if you have booked a cruise by August 31st, 2020, and your embarkation date is January 1st, 2021 to October 31st, 2021, you now have the flexibility to cancel your cruise 15 days prior to departure. If you do that, you're going to get a future cruise credit that can be applied to a sailing through December 31st, 2022. Now, they don't say you get an extra future cruise credit. You're just getting a straight across 100% future cruise credit. No 125% future cruise credit happening there. So they're giving you that peace of mind knowing that you can cancel 15 days before. But you might be thinking, well, whatever happened to their 48-hour cancellation policy? What's going on with that? Well, what Norwegian says about that is that that is a 2020 thing, basically. So the peace of mind policy, which also allows you to cancel 48 hours prior to embarkation, is only for sailings this year in 2020. So it doesn't sound like they're going to continue that into 2021. They're saying that that was just launched in March of 2020 to reassure guests during this extraordinary time. So now you're going to have to cancel if you're going into next year 15 days in advance. Now, what happens if you're sick? I'm really wondering how that's going to fare, because I really feel we here at Cruise Tips TV really believe that the biggest change the cruise industry needs to make is to not encourage people to get on cruise ships sick. So if you become ill a day before a cruise, what do? We can't have cruisers getting penalized, right, for being sick. Should they get refunds? Probably not. Should they get a future cruise credit they can use in the next few years? Probably. Hopefully, we're going to see some changes in the cruise industry. I know I'm editorializing a bit here, but that's just our opinion. So what do you think about the final payment schedule? Do you think that's generous, paying it 60 days instead of 120 days? We think it's great. I think it's a really good improvement. It's a step in the right direction for Norwegian and for all of the cruise industry. So we're going to, in honor of our love for Norwegian Cruise Line, we've had some great experiences on Norwegian. In the description of this video, we're going to share our 5 favorite Norwegian experiences that we've ever done, including a go-kart experience. If you want to see what it feels like to be behind the wheel of a go-kart on Norwegian Bliss, we're going to show you a point of view video to check that out. We'll also link to the press release, of course. Before you go, would you do us a huge favor? And if you're already subscribed, give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and also make sure you're following Cruise Tips TV on Instagram and Facebook. We'd love to see you there. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for this quick Norwegian cruise update. And until next time, we'll see you on the high seas.